independent devs?
Yeah.
I can class as that?
Sorry?
Class you as independent devs?
Yes.
Okay.
We're working on a game called 4 PM, which is a first-person interactive drama, and it's a story of interactive narrative, and it has a few endings, and it's episodic things. This is episode 1, and it's coming out for PC and Mac, and it's going to be out by the end of the year.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. We just asked me what to see. So what decided you guys to want to do this kind of game?
Sorry?
What did you I'll read it exactly from my iPad.
Okay.
What inspired you to actually do this game? What was the background to it, kind of thing?
Well, my background was cinematography. So before coming to the school, which we're doing the MA at, I did cinematography and filmmaking. But I've been playing games for a long while, and I thought, okay, this is a cool thing. And at this point, especially with Unity and tools like that coming out, I thought it's really good to do some interactive storytelling.
Yeah.
And I said, well, why not come to the UK, because I'm from Serbia, throw in a lot of money and start working on games, basically. And my first project is a sort of mix between film, TV and games.
Yeah.
And it's sort of something which I always wanted to work on. Things like Heavy Rain and recently Gone Home and stuff like that. Try to create those things in the first-person genre and add characters and depth and give it a sort of filmic look and edit it and create drama and mystery, basically.
Okay.
And, Stefan is my writer, without whom this could be impossible.
I'm on the screenwriting course at the school, and we came together, the nugget of the idea came together in an exercise where we put together with the games design students, and I think essentially it's just really impressive what these guys can do in a very short space of time in Unity, and how cinematic it can be, especially the cinematographers I like Bojan, and then it becomes infinitely interesting about what you can do with narrative within a relatively short space of time if you work as hard as Bojan.
Yeah, you have seemed to be done quite a lot of work in it. How many months was it again?
Well, the demo that we're looking at here, that was made in about 3 months.
Wow.
4 months. So this is, this isn't the full work. This is just 2 scenes.
Yeah.
But there are 3 scenes which are complete, and there's a total of 6 scenes in the game. So we're sort of halfway there.
Yeah.
And it looks like we are going to make our December deadline, do some bug testing, and then in January we'll try and release it on Steam.
Yeah. Get the old green light.
Yeah. We'll try and go directly. If not directly, then green light. If not green light, then self-publish, PayPal page, and just say, look guys, we've been working our asses off, help us, support us.
Well.
And if that goes well, then we plan on doing other things, along the same line, new episodic content, and different stories, so not the same story, but sort of short narratives which sort of link up in a certain way, and give it that, interactive, immersive sort of drama experience.
Yeah. Okay. What's a bit more of the backstory? I think it's more your side, isn't it? The background of the story of the character, is it? Because it's story, more the script.
Yeah. I mean, the starting point for this story is, without spoiling anything that happens in the game, effectively something that happens at the end of the game.
Yeah.
It's built backwards essentially from that, about leading up to quite a dramatic event, and then why the people meet within that dramatic event, what makes them unique about that. And then, it's the same as with any story. It's about any story is richer the more you work about the characters that are in it. And then if you know the characters, they've got a deep backstory, you won't go wrong. And that's, I hope what we've worked on a lot. I think what's interesting when the full game comes out is that Bojan's already proved that the variety of the gameplay that's going to be even in this full experience, and the different gameplay is going to be in the number of levels in this narrative. And I think combining that, next time, what other stories we're able to tell, I think, we've proved what we can do. Hopefully, people will see it, but stretching the narrative as much as we are able to stretch the gameplay, which is, I've been impressed coming from TV production background, and as a screenwriter, I've been amazed at what's possible to do with that.
And how a lot of games are going now, is there there's a nice little storyline to it, like there is in your demo, would there be like more of a multiplayer at the end, or are you thinking?
No, it's a single player game. And it's something which you'd want to play. You know, you can play with a friend, but it's essentially you playing on your own. You want the expo is very noisy, so you want to quiet, or you want to hear all the sounds because you put a lot of effort into the audio visual thing. And it's here you miss out on some of the subtle things which you would hear otherwise if you're playing in a quiet environment. And you want to, it's like reading a book almost. You know, you want to sort of be on your own and then reflect on what has happened. And there are multiple endings, so there's different endings depending on what you do. But we wanted to stay a single player thing, and then people can sort of talk about the story, what they saw and what happened. And because there's a big twist at the end, we want to go back and play it again and see, because there's clues around the world to what is actually going on. There's a big basic story which is being thrown at you from the items in the world. And you think, oh, okay, so this is a story about this girl, you know, she's an alcoholic, something's going on with her dad, you know, sure, but actually there's a bigger, deeper thing which you only realize at the end. You're like, oh my god, you know, like that's actually what's going on.
And what did I miss? When I was only first playing the main story, I missed so much stuff. So you want to go back again and try to get everything. Almost like get every single achievement. We say for an FPS game, like try and get every single achievement to finish the game fully.
I mean, this is it's kind of a similar thing. When our main mechanic really is the story. It's the thing that drives the game forward. Sure, we have every scene is sort of a different gameplay. So the first one, you're in an apartment, you sort of figure out what's going on with the items. The second one, you know, in the club, you have to get to the toilet and you have to be really quick about it. There's a stealth mission as well afterwards, which I won't spoil. So it's different. It's like a game without a genre in a sense. It's first person viewpoint with third person cutscenes, but the gameplay is different in different scenes. And the gameplay comes from the story. So the context of the gameplay isn't there just to be fun, but also it has to tell a story. So, you know, she is in the club running to the toilet because she has a problem. You know, she's been drinking and
So it's a narrative experience. It's a narrative that you want the player to concentrate on, and the gameplay immerses people within playing that character.
I think that's about it, guys. Thanks for letting me interview you as always.
It's a pleasure.